Hello everyone! Welcome back to Trevor's Gaming Room. I'm your host, Ethan. And here we are, back with some more Family Guy Back to the Multiverse with, of course, Goobtastic.
Hello. It's great to be back again, man.
Yep, and here's part 2 of this Let's Play of Family Guy Back to the Multiverse.
Yeah.
So, again, I've been binge watching Family Guy again a lot, and I'm just doing a Let's Play since this is one of my favorite licensed games out of a lot. There's better, I know there's better ones like The Simpsons Hit and Run and Battle for Bikini Bottom, but I don't know why, I just really like this one. Even being a Family Guy fan or not, I just really like this one.
It's not a bad game.
I mean, it isn't a diamond, but it is certainly bronze or gold.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry everyone about the audio issue, but that's pretty much out of my control. If anyone wants context for what is going on in this cutscene, pretty much Stewie and Brian teleport, or kind of travel? How would you say it? Travel or teleport?
If we know Stewie, it's most likely teleportation.
They teleport to a universe where, the Amish, like, since the Amish never relied on oil and stuff like that, they didn't need, the Amish lived and thrived, even if humanity went extinct. Not humanity went extinct, that's, like, pretty much Earth's resources, because so much use fossil fuels and oil.
Makes sense.
And they're trying to make, Bertram is trying to convince them to, the Amish, even though they're not a violent group of people, they are trying to convince him to, make him kill the Amish, kill Brian and Stewie, of course.
Well, I guess you could say it's just a normal day for Stewie and Brian.
Pretty much. And, interestingly enough, it's so weird that it picks up the music and cutscene, yet it doesn't pick up any of the voices.
Yeah, well, I guess that's just part of the gimmicks.
I don't know if it's the audio issue, but I will try to find how to fix it, because this is weird, honestly.
I don't know. Maybe if we
Wait,
try,
you see, there are voices. It's just, it doesn't pick up the voices in the cutscene. I think it may pick up Brian's?
It might, but it might just be really delayed, or the volume may be really low. Well, we never know.
I will definitely have to find an issue. I will definitely have to find something. Okay, but yeah, I will definitely have to find something to do that. You see, that was like extremely delayed. It's I'm just trying to snipe more people. Apparently, you get more money if you do headshots, I think. That's what one of the game tips is. You get more money if you do headshots. I'll shoot that beehive.
Makes sense.
Damn it. I didn't shoot that beehive. There we go. Alright, now I'm gonna switch to Stewie. Yeah, it might just be really delayed or something like that.
Yeah, it was last time.
You see, that was like extremely delayed. I gotta find how to fix that.
Maybe it's the quality of the game, and maybe the quality that you're running it. Maybe that's the problem.
I don't know about that, because again, here's the thing, you perfectly hear sound effects, gunshots, and everything else. It's just the voices and gunshots that are super delayed.
Yeah. maybe it's just since the PS3 is such an old console, hooking it up with something so new, it may be delayed due to.
Or maybe it just might be, I don't know. But again, I will try to find how to solve this. But damn, they are just, wow, those are a lot of problems.
I'm doing this mostly because of the sex I never had.
Ah, that's funny because they're Amish and they're not allowed to have sex. Or are they? I forgot.
I don't know. We would have to ask an Amish person, I suppose.
Horse fuel, it's hay because it's like gas, except they're horses.
Hey.
Oh my god, I see what you did there and I did not like it.
Yeah, well, I bet the people watching this won't either, so.
So, we all suffer.
Yeah, especially me.
I fire for the Lord and Savior. Horse-drawn cart.
I'm sorry, I'm just super focused on the shooting because, bro, it's like, bro, what up? Like, bro, there's so many enemies. I think that's one of my main problems with the game. It overloads you with the enemies.
Maybe they do that to maybe intensify, or they do it so that you feel like what it's like for them.
Well, I guess you can make that argument, but it, again, just like what I said in part 1, it reminds me of like the South Park game on Nintendo 64 and PlayStation, on how that game used an overload of turkeys as enemies.
Well, turkeys are the main protagonist.
I don't know, it's just I rarely see turkeys in South Park anymore.
It's the ones we must stop.
Because they all died. The next movie they come out with, South Park and the demolition of the Turkey Empire. The story goes like this. The turkeys have overpowered the US military. Only you, the player, can play as the South Park characters, destroy the turkeys, kill their king, and make turkeys for Thanksgiving again. I'd play that game.
I don't know why, but I'd play that too for some reason.
You know, there's something about using South Park characters versus turkeys that have overrun the US military while a kid goes in with a stick and cuss words, just goes in and pow, down with the Turkey Empire. I'd play it.
You know what? I'd kind of play it. Unless, if it was for cheap, I'd play it.
Yeah. I'd say at least they may release it around $40 after like the first 3 months of releasing it for the usual price of $60.
Alright, so, attributes. Okay. Yeah, the attributes, alright, let's see. We only have $4,000, so I think we can only get items. I'm gonna get Joe Swanson and the Epicac bottles, because, again, that kind of holds off the enemies. And I guess I can get the ray gun for Stewie.
You gotta give the youngest child a ray gun.
Well, that's Family Guy for you, Goob. That's Family Guy.
Yep.
Closer, brothers.
Alright, let's do this. We're still going strong. We're still going strong. We're still going strong.
Yeah.
Alright. Ah, shit. I accidentally walked into that. Okay, I drink the
Well, I'm
soda.
gonna try not walking into it next time.
Top 10 best advice of 2020. Here's another some advice. Try not to get killed. God, you sound like a game's tip loading screen.
Well, back in the day, like when the PS3 was, you know, announced and stuff like that, you know, like Metal Gear Solid 4, you know, those loading screen hints were actually useful.
But now, pretty much, it's like no. Now, pretty much, game tips are like, haha, use item to heal you, or pretty much, if you die, you die.
Yep.
Oh my god, when I saw the sun with sunglasses, I remember seeing it in a Family Guy episode, yet I can't remember where.
I can't either.
Ah, F, I died.
Well, best advice of 2020. Try not to die.
Well, I mean, we're already trying not to do that. We're already fucking it up.
And at least the people that, you know, aren't doing the best they can. You know, there's some people that are going over and beyond to make sure of their safety, which is
exactly like
quite
those heroes,
useful.
like firefighters, police. Wait, not the police. Because of what's going on.
Some police.
Yes, some police, not all, but some.
Yeah, some are a little.
Yeah,
you know,
they're
they may
kind
need
of.
to take the training course again. Some
Yes,
of them
exactly.
are just beyond great. Like I went on Reddit one day and I found this story where this one officer spends 75% of his paycheck to help out an orphanage, and he does it every time, and it's amazing.
That is like, oh, that's sweet. That's wholesome.
Yeah, if they were running a donation program, I give almost everything that I had for them.
But yeah, doctors, dentists, and nurses are all doing their jobs, and they're the real heroes.
Yep. And the army. Don't forget about them.
Oh yeah, Oh look, it's funny chicken. Kill the chicken. Kill it. No, come back here. No, come back here. Chicken. No.
Yeah, that's giving me some Legend of Zelda vibes. You know, the chickens, you hit it and they send like a block after you. Oh, I did that once in Ocarina, and I regretted it.
Oh my god, one of the enemies entered the cutscene.
Oh no. That reminds me of like the GTA 5 cutscenes when like Trevor would glitch, and you know he would get beaten up by like some pedestrians walking by while the cutscene's happening. That was the best. Although I've never played GTA 5.
You played at like someone's house, right?
I don't know. I think I've seen someone play it. I think it was my cousin, but I don't know.
Let me get the wanted posters. Alright.
Wouldn't it be something if, like, the U.S. military puts a bounty on Stewie? And Stewie, 3 seconds later, your mind is now a chicken. Do the bok bok dance.
Oh my god, wouldn't Stewie be like, what, worth $1 million since he, you know, tried to capture or, you know, rule the world millions of times? Wouldn't he be worth like, what, like 100,000?
No, he'd be worth gazillions. Because if you think about it, Stewie is a baby, but yet he can make time machines. Like, we have like the smartest minds in the world, and we can't really make much
Didn't they clone sheep in like the 90s, I think?
I think so.
Apparently they are set to test it with humans, it's just it would be really expensive. I think it's like it's said that to clone one human, just like one average human, probably around like 20s or 30s, it's said to be cost almost $2 million, the same as to make a Family Guy episode.
Well, if you think about it, our human genetics are all independently different and unique. So cloning that would be extremely difficult. You know, if we do it with sheep and stuff like that, you know,
it's easy because they're all because they're all the same. That's what I get. Yeah, because they're all the same.
Like us humans, you know, we can learn, we can adapt. You know, if you think all the way back to the Paleolithic age to the Neolithic age, we learned how to hunt animals, who learned how to farm. And you know,
we never
nowadays,
learned how to, and we only knew how to control fire after what, 300 years?
Yeah, it was like during the beginning of the Ice Age. And if it wasn't for the few cavemen that discovered fire, none of us would have been here today.
Yeah, because all our ancestors would die if they never learned how to do fire.
Yeah, because if you think about it, during the Ice Age, everything was ice. So that meant hunting was even harder. There would be less animals because they wouldn't be able to eat or drink any water. And that would mean more people would die due to frostbite, due to other whatever, you know, viruses that were there. You know, if it wasn't for the few that discovered fire and kept themselves warm, we probably would have never made it to this point in life.
And it would have been like Planet of the Apes or something like that.
Well, no, and like what I think, if humans didn't discover fire, I think the animals would probably die off eventually. And then whenever the ice melted, I think maybe life would most likely restart, you know, due to bacteria growing and fish that survive while being frozen. You know.
Yeah, because there are fish that can live like in cold water, yeah, there are fish that can live in cold water.
Yep. And there are some fish, more lizard-like, that can go into freezing water and also can walk on land. So if any of those survive, they most likely mutate on the land, if not stay the same.
Yeah, like, did you actually know alligators are more related to birds than lizards themselves?
That's a cool fact. I like how we went from talking about Family Guy to National
I was just
Geographic.
about to mention that.
To all you viewers watching this, this turned from a Family Guy episode to a National Geographic. We should be the next ones to be hired.
The more you know. Do, do, do. Or however the song goes. Insert the floating star. The more you know.
Yeah. Alright, now after our National Geographic commercial break, we bring you back to more Family Guy.
Or video game related stuff. Like, don't you ever try to do like Metal Gear Solid and like other types of games? Like you just try to sneak around and then it's almost impossible. Like it's like the game didn't even want you to sneak.
Depends on the game. I mean, if the game was designed to be adventurous, you know, like Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Horizon, Zero Dawn, you know, those games are more based around exploration. So they would put some kind of mechanic in there for you to hide. Now there's some games that, you know, like I think Minecraft would be a good example. Probably, I would say Devil May Cry 4 and Street Fighter 4. You know, they're meant for fighting and boss fights, side fights, or whatever you call those, side quests. You know, those games are more built around action, RPG, adventure, or just action in general. You know, they're not really meant to Now, there's some games where you can, but you're not really meant to. So, you know, it just depends on the game and the developers. Developers want to put in a sneaking mechanic, they can put it in. If it's an action adventure game and they don't want to put a sneaking mechanic in, that's up to them.
If a game company publishes the game, AVGN. I was watching AVGN last night, and I was watching one of his videos where I think it was Beetlejuice, I think, or that one episode where he's like, everyone tells him that like LJN never developed the bad games they are known for; they only published them. But he did bring up a point that makes me ask: if a game company publishes the game, does that still mean they made it?
That's a difficult question. I don't know, because I mean, if the company made the game and they're publishing it, I would say that yes. But if a company made a game and had a separate part of their company that almost had no involvement besides publishment, then I don't think it would necessarily be their game. But even though they're a part of the company, they didn't really support much in the creating it. They're just there to publish it. So I don't think so. But I mean, if one company to another company asks the other company to publish it, it's not their game, even though they're publishing it.
But yeah, it's obvious, like, but the thing about LJN is they never developed any of the games they made. They only, like, published them. Because I think one of the developers that LJN published a game for, I think one of them was actually Rareware, although I could be totally wrong about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Amish town.
I would say
whoa. Bro, wait, oh my god. I discovered a weird glitch. It's apparently like if you manage to like you gotta like swipe it at the right time, but like
An arrow from God.
oh my god, I'm dying. I need a refill. Alright, so let me switch to Stewie. Switch to Stewie. Alright, let me get the health pack. That's it. Let me get the health pack.
Welcome to Amish town.
I'm already at like $2,000, even though I spent almost like $3,000.
Wow.
It's easy to grind on this game for cash.
Repent, sinner.
I know I complained about there being a lot of enemies, although the only benefit is that you get to grind if you want to buy a certain thing. You do get to grind.
Yeah, that's another thing with games, is how easy it is to grind, or if there's no grinding at all.
That can be a good or bad thing the way you make it seem. Like, there's some games where the grinding is good. Like, the only example that comes from the top of my head is The Legend of Zelda or Pokemon. Those are games where the grinding is balanced.
Yeah.
I think...
I'd say definitely in the Legend of Zelda and Pokemon games, depending on what you're grinding.
Yeah, like XP, if The Legend of Zelda has that.
I don't think it does.
And how do you level up in that?
Honestly, I haven't played every single Zelda title, but from the ones I've played, from Ocarina to the original and Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess on the Wii, you don't really level up. The only thing you really do get is better equipment and more rubies. So
but
I
yeah,
don't really
Pokemon...
think there is one.
Oh yeah, World of Warcraft, I think that has a balance. Again, I've never played it, but I wanted to say that probably has a balanced system of grinding.
Cool. To be perfectly honest, I've never played World of Warcraft before.
Neither have I.
Cool.
games where I feel like it's too easy to grind and there's no fun in it, none really come from the top of my head. But I think one that does come to mind is like the original Fantasy Stars on Sega Genesis. Like I played those and there were too many enemies, and yeah, enemies equal XP, but like there was too many where like if you were to grind, it'd be too easy that there's no fun in that.
Yeah, it's all about a balanced grinding. You know, if it's too hard or too rare to get, you know, depending on if maybe you just reload the map or the game and you can go back and get it over and over again, you know, that's more on the side that I'm okay with. But I mean, if it's just hard to get and super rare and it's only a drop every so often, but you need so much of it, and depending on the game and how much you need, it can be a little unfair. Now, like, there's some games like Warframe, the grinding in it, it's not that horrible, unless you're trying to get like platinum and stuff like that. That stuff you either have to buy or do trading with other people. You know, that stuff I don't really enjoy and particularly like, because you need platinum to get stuff. You know, I don't really enjoy it, but I do enjoy the game. The game's awesome. You know, again, depends on how well the grinding's set up. If it's too easy, not very fun. If it's too difficult, not very fun. But if it's just in that middle and it's just right, it's very enjoyable. And again, it's all about what people think is enjoyable. You know, some people might enjoy it being really difficult because it gives them a challenge. You know, it all depends on what the person thinks and what their opinion lies on.
Funny Brian's funny Brian spin. Alright, funny Brian spin. Alright, I need attributes. Definitely more health. Oh my god, the enemies are killing me. Alright, I think that's enough health. Let's go. Hey, I smoked a little weed back there. I'm kind of freaking out. Not gay, but would you mind holding my hand? Bruh. It's irony that, like, Stewie is now, like, full homosexual.
I think we watched the episode where Stewie got put on ADHD medication. Poor Stewie. He became one of the nicest characters in the entire franchise.
I mean, yeah, he's lost his edge over the years, and now, yeah, pretty much. And when Brian took the ADHD pills, bro, he just typed so fast.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I wish I just had the natural talent to be able to sit down and write essays and books. You know,
but,
nowadays,
you know,
the most I'll write is a mathematical equation, if not like a script of some kind.
I mean, it's just hard to, like, while it may look easy on paper, it's sometimes hard to sit down and write a full 500-page book if you want to do that. It's almost hard to do that.
Yeah, it's very hard. It takes time, dedication, effort, and the knowledge to do it.
Focus, attention.
Yeah. But again, it all depends on the person and what they're willing to do.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, if I had the choice to write, to do homework or play games, I honestly think I'd probably do homework, because I know if I do homework, I'll get to play more games. As, you know, I'll be a responsible student. But there's the other part of me that's, you know, the kid that just wants to go straight to video games. And
yeah,
depending on my mood,
we all have that kid inside us. Like for example, we've all had that kid inside us where you just want to be like a kid again, but then again, life is in the way, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really difficult to get around. But we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yep. You sure said it. Nope, no, I don't. Okay, set those people on fire. How are they not set on fire? Don't get off me, get off me, get off me,
most-
get off me.
Let's work something out.
Most likely because they don't have anything flammable.
The old
You know what's so weird? What
what
if
would
there
be
was
that?
you know what's so weird? It's almost like a death wish. You know how if you pour water on fire, it puts it out, right? Yet, the thing is, what if it's an electricity fire? You can't just pour water on it, but yet there's no fire hydrant around you.
Well, I don't really think you'd be able to put the fire out. Because, I mean, all you would be really doing is you most likely put out the flame, but you just be making it more dangerous. Because if it's an electrical outlet and you're pouring water on it, you know, you step in it and it electrocutes you. So,
What about,
if
like,
anything,
pouring it-
you're making
like,
it
what
more
about-
dangerous.
Like, what about pouring it into, like, a burning TV or a burning PS4? Or, like, a
Maybe.
PS4 on fire or a TV on fire?
I mean, if you didn't have a fire extinguisher around you, I would say most likely maybe water. You know, very, very cold water, so it puts it out. But I mean, it depends on the intensity. I mean, if it's so bad, you know, the only choice you really have is to run, call the fire department, get them over there. But I mean, if it's like a small flame, I mean, honestly, I would most likely unplug it, throw it outside, and try and put out the fire there, where it's outdoors, most likely on the road. So if the fire does spread, it's not spreading to grass or any tree or bush nearby.
Damn
to
it!
continue.
Goob! We're becoming Natural Geographic again!
Oh no!
We're
we don't need to do we don't need to do one of these Family Guy episodes. We can just make a National Geographic for storytelling.
Just us, an hour-long YouTube video of us just talking about fucking life.
Yeah. Imagine we get so many views and stuff, and it just becomes popular. And over time, you know, we just do it like for the next 20 years, and we become like the next Markiplier or something like that, just talking. You know, maybe we should do our own podcast.
That could be a good idea.
Well, like most YouTubers say, leave it in the comments. If you want us to do a podcast, let us know. If not, just let us know.
If not, let us know.
You know, if you don't want it, just let us know. If you want it, let us know. Anything you don't want, let us know. And if you want anything, let us know. You know, it's super simple. Just let us know.
Yeah, just let us know.
Man, we just took like a minute just saying, let us know.
Let us know. Let us know. No, I'm not saying let it snow. Nah!
I was about to comment on that. I'm like,
I hate Frozen.
you're singing
I
let
hate it.
Let it snow.
I hate it. I hate the
Yeah.
song. I hate the movie. It's so bad.
It's not a horrible movie, but when your brothers and siblings and everybody just watches it over and over again, it gets a little annoying.
It's just so bad. The song got so popular and it made me vomit. I can't hear Let It Go because it's so... Excuse my language, but so fucking stupid and bad.
I own goods.
The Disney co-worker that worked on Frozen watching this video. Look, I tried my best, man. I only did
No,
what
the
they paid me to do.
the sad cat with the thumbs meme. The sad cat with the thumbs.
You know, it's highlighted. Man, I was just doing what I was getting paid to do.
Who even wrote the song to Let It Go? You gonna search that up? Who fucking wrote the song?
I don't know. I'll search it up.
Ah! I keep fucking dying!
Okay, so I looked it up, and it says the Let It Go lyrics for Disney's 2013 animated feature film Frozen was made by Kristen. Well, hold on. Before I say this, if I say this wrong, don't get mad at me. Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez were the ones that wrote the song.
It was written by a guy
and a woman. We can't be sexist.
Who's the female part though?
I just said it. It was the first one I said.
Oh, that's her name, Christina?
Kristen Anderson Lopez. And the second person was Robert Lopez.
Wait, wait.
I just learned something else.
What?
Let It Go is a song from Disney's 2013 animated feature film Frozen, whose music and lyrics were composed by husband and wife songwriting team Christine Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. It was
George
recorded
Lopez!
in 2012 and released in the movie in 2013.
George Lopez, fuck!
Oh no.
Why am I thinking of... Every time I hear the name Lopez, I always think of George Lopez. Insert low ride theme song. God damn it! Man, I haven't watched George Lopez in forever. I remember watching him a few times at Nick and Night, at like the dead of night, and then I would turn off the TV. But I still remember the theme song.
Yeah.
The theme song is the most...
I didn't watch much of it, but I think I watched like an episode or two.
You just couldn't keep your dirty hands out of my son's cornhole, could you?
All right, enough
Now
of this
you must
National
go.
Geographic stuff. So, what? Quick question: what was the hardest puzzle you have ever done? It could be any type of puzzle, from a video game to real life.
Oh, that's a hard one. Because, like... Well, everyone would probably say a Rubik's Cube. I don't know. I guess a Rubik's Cube. But... I guess the hardest puzzle I solved was, like, Again, that's hard because I rarely play puzzle games, but... Damn. Again, I rarely play puzzle games. The only puzzle games I'll really play is Dr. Mario or, like, Tetris. Those are the only real ones I play. Fuck, I threw an epicac. Fuck, I threw an epicac.
Yeah, the most difficult puzzles I've ever done is most likely a 1,000 piece puzzle and a Gunpla.
Oh my god, the most difficult puzzle I've probably done was probably like from an RPG. I think it was like, yeah, definitely from an RPG. I can't remember. I guess Pokemon. No, the first generation, like, oh my god, that puzzle where you have to like solve, like go through Giovanni's lab with all like the teleporters. Oh, that was such a pain.
Yeah. You know, speaking of RPGs and stuff, I think the most complicated puzzle I've ever done was in Portal 2's, I think, not second release. It's multiplayer. That stuff was difficult.
Didn't Portal 1 and Portal 2 come out for, like, Didn't Portal 1...
Forgive me for the whooping I'm about to bestow onto these two.
Wait, why does
Whooping.
this not count as technology?
Whipping. Cool Whip. Cool Whip? Yeah, Cool Whip. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
Cool Whip. 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 You're eating hair!
The biggest mystery known to man.
Why does Stewie say it as Cool Whip?
I don't know, maybe this is vocal cords. But again, the most strangest mystery known to man and womankind.
Why are you
is
running? Why are you running?
that's one of them. But the other one is the cake a lie from Portal?
Okay, I need context. Holy duck! I need context. Where does that come from? I need context.
What, the cake?
Yeah, the cake is a lie.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh wait!
from the game
Everybody,
itself.
spoiler! Yeah, spoiler alert. Goobtastic is about to tell me right now where the cake is a lie. Is a lie.
Oh,
So
no, I'm not gonna tell you that stuff.
then
I'm
what's
just gonna
the
tell you. Alright, so again, this may contain spoilers. I don't know. If you
So
don't want
if it
spoilers
does-
for Portal, just skip through.
Yes, yes, and if I will put a timestamp for it in the description of the video. So yeah, what does the cake as a lie mean? I've seen the meme multiple times, yet I don't know the context.
Okay, so I can't remember which game it came from. I'm pretty sure it's the first one. But throughout the game, I'm pretty sure you get hints on a cake. And I'm pretty sure GLaDOS even mentions it. But when you try and find the ingredients for it, it's never there. And I'm pretty sure there's like been a few people that have managed to find it, I think. Made it all just be fake. But basically, you try and find the cake, and it's all a lie.
Oh.
So, yeah. So it's not that big of a major spoiler. It's just like a spoiler on something that may or may not exist.
So, if it doesn't exist, it doesn't count as a spoiler? This is a big
I
brain
don't know.
time. As Markiplier said, oh yeah, this is big brain time.
Yep.
Okay, so attributes. I think we should. Do you think we should get more ammo rounds or clip size?
Probably clips, because you can put the ammo in the clip.
Alright, we increased that. I guess we can increase the number of grenades in case there's too many. Although I rarely use a grenade because sometimes I overshot it, but
Yeah, that's a common mistake with grenades, especially in video games. I don't know how many times in Doom 2016 I've thrown a grenade and it missed, and I paid the price for it.
Oh man, I can relate. Well, we earned almost 6,685. No, we were so close! Just 5 more! Just $5 more, and we were so close! Damn it!
$5.
We failed, man. I completed the level, but I didn't get the extra $5. And as that Wario meme goes, I won, but at what cost? Well, anyways, everyone, Goobtastic, thank you for continuing being on this Let's Play. And as always, everyone, thank you for visiting Trevor's Gaming Room. I'm your host, as always, Ethan, and Goob, what do you have to say?
Subscribe, leave a like if you want to. You can check out my channel, Goobtastic Gaming and Animation. Haven't posted anything yet, will in the future, and have a good day.
And of course, as I said before, thank you all for visiting Trevor's Gaming Room. I'm your host, always, Ethan, and I'll see you when you visit next time. See ya!